in the room. Look, somebody tell me he's in this room.
So refreshing. What's so refreshing, Sonia? The water is refreshing. Try it now. Where you get that from? No clean manufacturing water. So refreshing. You like it? Clean water. Located at 20 Senior Commercial Old Harbour, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone number 876-335-0448 or 876-648-7192 or email cleanconcept@gmail.com. Clean Water is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio.
When you want the food, share and make the rice well, just give me, anytime of the day, night as well, just give me, everybody can tell this good great smell, just give me, no parallel, no quality, you excel, when it's out there, give me,
Another quality product from the Caribbean.
just give me the candle.
Candle is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio.
What is religion and what is spirituality? Now you understand, when I say spirituality, I am talking about those who are led by the Spirit of God. The Bible says that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. You have to understand the word Christians. I think the first time Christians were called Christians was in Antioch. It was actually an insult. Those people that are Jesus freaks. But we owned the name and glorified it. And Jesus.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at OmegaKLAS.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocho St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
The Paris Games Mystery Voice is sponsored by Hawkeye Electronic Security, securing what matters most. Edgechem, changing lives one gallon at a time. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you better. Western Sports, the sports people. Bert's Auto, it hurts if you don't check Bert's. Petrojam, securing Jamaica's energy needs. And Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard.
It's now time for the Paris Games Mystery Voice number 1.
You know, he gave us that drive, and the spectators, everyone just, gave you that motivation to just push hard. And as I say, like, it's just hard work, dedication.
Do you think you know who that is? Then WhatsApp us the correct answer to win a prize.
To submit your answer, WhatsApp 876-828-0925, hashtag question number and your answer. That's WhatsApp 876-828-0925, hashtag the question number and your answer.
The Paris Game Mystery Voice was sponsored by Hawkeye Electronic Security, securing what matters most. Edgechem, changing lives one gallon at a time. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you better. Western Sports, the sports people. Bert's Auto, it hurts if you don't check Bert's. Petrojam, securing Jamaica's energy needs. And Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. The Paris Games experience is sponsored by Hawkeye Electronic Security, securing what matters most. Edgechem, changing lives one gallon at a time. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you better. Western Sports, the sports people. Bert's Auto, it hurts if you don't check Bert's. Petrojam, securing Jamaica's energy needs, and Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard.
Well, a very good morning to you and welcome to Omega KLAS Radio. This is the Paris Games Experience. I'm your host, Ed Barnes, joined here by Davian Nugent and Samuel on the line. O'Shea Hudson will be in. We have lined up for you this morning to speak with Winthrop Graham. Remember him? Yep, the outstanding hurdler out of St. Elizabeth Technical and went to University in Texas and did extremely well. And of course, Winthrop is in Paris. So we are linking with him this evening his time. And following him, we'll talk to Michael Vassell about the throws, then Ray Harvey about the hurdles, the sprint hurdles that is. And later on, Gregory Horton, looking at the 400 as they come up later on today. But Davian, an interesting day ahead for Jamaica.
Interesting day ahead for Jamaica. As I said, as we've been saying, all championships, that the sprinters not doing as well as we'd have expected. 100, 200, not getting any finals on the female side of things, and doesn't look as if we'll have any finalists on the male side of things in the 200. 100, only one medal, one silver medal from Kishe. However, the field events athletes have been doing exceptionally well at these games, and today we have the men's long jump final coming up with two Jamaicans in that finals, Kerry McLeod and Wayne Pinnock. At the World Championships last year, Wayne Pinnock finished second in the long jump, and Kerry McLeod finished just outside the medals in fourth. So they'll think they have a realistic shot at medals. It's not going to be easy. The man from Greece is still there, Tentagalo, and also the Italian Forlani is there. So lots of competition, but I do genuinely believe there is a opening for them to get into the medals. We also have the men's semifinals, 400 semifinals for men coming up. Javon Powell is in a tough semifinals, but you're in the semifinals, you have a chance, you have an opportunity to make the finals. You have to go out there and give it your best. Also have the women's 400 semifinals, 400 hurdle semifinals coming up, and we're expecting that at least two of our ladies will make it into the final. So big day for Jamaica, medal opportunities to move into the finals as well. So we need to go out and make a push today. Independence Day, Jamaica 62 years old today. So you have to make a move for Jamaica.
Davian Nugent. We're joined, as we told you, from Paris by Winthrop Graham, the man out of St. Elizabeth Technical and University of Texas. Winthrop Graham, good afternoon where you are. Good morning here, and thank you for joining us, Winthrop.
It's a pleasure to chat with you all the time, Ed.
Really appreciate it, sir. I go back to Barcelona. Every time we speak, I go back to Barcelona. Just missing that one. A silver medalist, 92 Barcelona games. What is the gentleman's name again? Patrick, it was his name? Was Kevin Young, right?
Kevin Young. Kevin Young was his name, yeah.
And there was an African that you had to defeat in that race too. What was his name? Zambia? Where is he from?
His African was Matete.
Matete. Right. Okay, good to have you, Winthrop. We look ahead. First of all, the women in the 400 hurdles. You're in Paris. You've seen them, Winthrop Graham. What are your thoughts on where we stand right now with the women's 400 hurdles?
I mean, so far, I think that they're looking pretty good. I mean, I like what I'm seeing so far in terms of their effort in turning around. So I think we have a good chances in that event. I mean, it'd be very tough, of course, because the Americans, they have a very strong contingent of hurdlers. And, you can't count out the young lady from Europe here that is unbelievable.
Yeah, Betsy Ball. Yes, she's already had a gold medal in that mixed relay, looking for more.
It was an unbelievable leg that she ran.
Yes, ran down everybody to get that. And the Americans, having run the world record before, got beat. Wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
Heart of a champion.
Yes, it is. We're talking here with the Olympian Winthrop Graham over there in Paris. Winthrop, overall, anything that you would want to see changed in respect of where we are today? That we could change some things.
In terms of the athletes or
Yes.
the venues, or
No, just to change the our preparation going forward to get into these things, because we've had our share of injury problems, right?
well, yeah, it seemed like this year the team is played by a lot of different injuries, and the problem is that you just never know sometimes what's the cause, but maybe there's some organization where we could probably help prepare the athletes then with some venues they can have more stable to train.
Yes.
I know like even like the American team, they have different venues where they make effort to get the athletes then where they just train or compete or stuff like that. I think we're at the stage where we could probably organize stuff like that where the athletes are a little more organized in terms of the preparation for these games. Um, I mean, I know it's hard sometimes to coordinate with some of the coaches and the top athletes, but I think if we made the right effort, we could accomplish that.
Okay. Winthrop, switching to the men, um, as you said, the women's race, we have Salmon, we have Russell Clayton, and Geneve Russell. But the men's race, we have more of an opportunity, you think, there to young Clark, who got your record, and some other folks there?
Yeah, on the men's side also, I think they're looking strong, and I think that we have a chance to get in the middle of it. It's going to be tough, of course, because I call them the big three, but just like anyone else, they're beatable. So they might be going as the favorite for the medals, but I think we have at least two Jamaicans that could, right after the game, they could be in the medal mix.
Uh, Winthrop, I've got to ask you this question. Tricia K. Smith said she wished she was born 10 years later. What you're seeing now, what is available to you, and all that is going on, and plus the money too. You wish you were born a couple of years later too to be competing now, Winthrop?
Maybe Ed for the money, but I'm not sure about the time because I guess when in our days, I guess we didn't envision we could run these kind of times that these guys are running over the 400 hurdles now. But I guess with everything changing in terms of technology, we probably would have an advantage over them. You never know, but it's a younger generation. Things are different, athletic wise, and I think the athletes over this generation have learned how to take better care of their body and better preparation. I mean, some of the things I hear these top athletes does know for preparation is unbelievable. We didn't have the resources then, of course,
Yes.
but it's unbelievable what they're doing.
All right. Winthrop Graham, we want to thank you for taking time out of enjoying your trip, because now you can enjoy it. You don't have to be preparation at the warm-up track and going to the dining room at a certain time. You can do it whenever you please because you're enjoying Paris this time around, right?
And I'm totally relaxed, no jitters, no adrenaline rush, nothing at all. I'm here with all members of my family, all six of us, and we're definitely enjoying Paris so far.
Beautiful, beautiful. Winthrop Graham, thanks a lot for taking the time to speak with us. We appreciate it. And once again, we salute you as giving service to this country in the sport of track and field.
As always, Ed, it's always a pleasure and talk chit chat with you, and it's always an honor to represent the country, no matter what.
Thank you very much, Winthrop Graham. While we speak with O'Shea, we're going to try to get Michael Vassell in here before we speak with Ray Harvey. O'Shea Hudson is with us on Independence Day. O'Shea, we know you're not 62, but you're celebrating independence, right?
Yeah, definitely. As a Jamaican, you have to be absolutely proud. This
No, hold
nation
it. O'Shea, you said, yeah. Are you saying you're 62? I don't think so.
so some days I feel like 62. I'm gonna lie to you. But today I'm feeling very good. I mean, what a beautiful way to be enjoying track and field and to be enjoying your country's birthday. I mean, sometimes you can't ask for much, but when you get that, you really have to be absolutely grateful. So I'm really, really happy to be here and to be talking, anticipating a lot today. So let's see what both brings.
Yeah. You heard Winthrop Graham speak a while ago, and he's saying that we have both men's and women's 400 hurdles coming up. The women today, the men tomorrow. And he's saying they look good, but it's going to be tough, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the bar has gotten so high when it comes on to 400-meter running and 400-meter hurdles running. It has gone so high. At this time, a lot of people, as he said, would have been excited to be a part of the party and be a part of the big dance because just the excitement of it is really something that you want to relish and stuff. But all in all, I think, just like you said, we have absolutely good chances at medaling. It's an obstacle event. Anything can go wrong. We hope that for our sakes, it doesn't go wrong for the Jamaicans. But should the opportunity present itself, I just hope they seize it and do us proud today.
All right. So Shay Hudson there on our lines. Not getting through to Mr. Vassar right now. So we'll switch gears and speak with Ray Harvey. Yeah, we're going to speak with Ray about sprinting and about the hurdles. So if we fail to connect with Mr. Vassar, let's move along and speak with Mr. Harvey as we get close to our break. When we break at just after the noon hour, we'll come back at 3 o'clock to wrap up things on the day, Independence Day. By the way, other things happening. The French team will play Spain in the football final. Big event. So we look forward to that. And of course, at Caymanas Park, it's the 85th running of the Jamaica Derby. Big event. A couple of jockeys from overseas. Edgar Zayas from Gulf Street in Florida. Angel Cruz from up there in Maryland, along with Jaron Barbosa, both from Maryland, the Laurel track, out here to ride at Caymanas Park today. And my good friend Georgia Sang is in town. Yep, he's in town, and he's going to be making the presentation for Emilio Bimbo Rodriguez, his big race today, named for him, named in honor of Rodriguez. But I'm afraid that Emilio was not able to make the trip. Lots of circumstances preventing him from coming out. And so George will be the man making the presentation to the winners, the winning connections of the race named for Emilio Rodriguez at Caymanas Park today. That's it for horse racing. We have Mr. Harvey or Mr. Vassar. Which one we have?
I think we have Greg Horton.
Okay, we have Greg. That's who we have, Greg Horton. Good. Gregory, the 400s to be run today. Independent. But let me wish, first of all, happy Independence Day to you, Gregory Horton.
Happy Independence Day to you too, Mr. Bond.
Good. The 400s, Gregory, we have just one runner going forward, Javon Powell. The other two didn't make it. One in the repechage, one didn't show up. Tough going, though, in the 400s, Gregory Horton, for the male side of things.
Very tough going, and for me, Mr. Barnes, I would love to see more consistency. I think we have the talent. Without a doubt, the talent is there. But I don't know exactly what to say, but I think that a whole lot more needs to be done. When I look at Mr. Bailey yesterday and I saw the look on his face and I saw he stopped after 100 meters, I can tell that he needs some psychological help to get him through. To have a no show in a situation like that is very questionable. And I would love to know what is it that caused the person to think that way. The time wasn't good. He had another opportunity to get it done, and there was a no show. Is he injured? I would love to know the answer.
Yeah, we love to hear exactly from Mr. Bailey. We're live here on Omega KLAS, and this is the Paris Games Experience. I'm your host, Ed Barnes, with Davian Nugent and O'Shea Hudson, talking right now with the Olympian Gregory Horton about the 400 to come. Gregory, in addition to the men's 400, Nikisha Price, certainly carrying the flag high so far in the women's division, Gregory.
I am so happy for Price. I look at her, I say she's very small, is that, but she has a big heart. I know that a lot is riding on her to pull this one off. I am cheering for her, I'm supporting her, and I wish her all the best in the 400 meter final when it comes.
Yeah, I think we lost Gregory momentarily. Davian?
So let me give you the lineup for the semifinals that Javon Powell will be competing in. He actually has the joint 8th fastest personal best and season's best in this semifinals. So we have Scotch of Botswana. He's going to be in 2. Season's best and personal best 44.54. Nene of South Africa is going to be in 3. Personal best of 44.74. Season's best 44.80. Reese Holder, who did his personal best and season's best in the first round, 44.53, is going to be in lane 4. Oxai of Nigeria, 44.50, seasons and personal best, is going to be in 5. Michael Norman of the United States of America, personal best 44.35, season's best 44.10. Again, he's going to be in lane 6. Matthew Hudson Smith of Great Britain, personal best and season's best 43.74. He's going to be in lane number 7. Christopher Morales Williams of Canada, he's going to be in lane number 8. Personal best and season's best 44.05. And Javon Powell is going to be out in lane 9. Personal best and season's best 44.54. So it's going to be a tough job for Javon Powell to make it through. Said he has the slowest, but the South African is actually slower than him this season. But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys who have run faster than him this season, and you're going to have to make top 2 to be guaranteed a place into the finals. Tough going forward.
Okay, not sure if we got Gregory. You there?
Yes, I am.
All right. Finally, Gregory, look ahead. Summarize what it is we have to deal with the women's 4 and the men's 400.
You know, I can tell you, Mr. Barnes, that for Jamaica, I just heard the lineup for the 400 meter men, and it is truly an uphill task for him running out of lane 9. I hope he has his plan together. I know it's going to be tough. I hope he can make it through. You know, anything is possible. One thing I can tell you with Powell is that he's very inconsistent, but there are times when you don't expect him to show up, and he would show up and run great. I hope this is one of the moments. As for the 400 for the women, I expect great things. I think we might get 2 people in the final if we're fortunate. I'm sure that one will definitely be there. And I expect us to pull something from the women 400 meter. So that is my final call, and I strongly believe that Price can pull this one off under the right circumstances.
Gregory Horton, the Olympian, thank you once again for joining us here on Omega KLAS. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, Gregory Horton joining us. And, of course, still some things to go in the Olympics, apart from these 2 days. We still have, especially, I'm looking forward to the sprint hurdler, the women.
The women's sprint hurdles, Akira Nugent, my namesake, Daniel Williams. I do believe we can get at least 2. Janique Brown as well. I do believe we can get at least 2 into the finals because it's so competitive, and these ladies are so good. I'm hoping we can pull something like we pulled a few years ago with Delorine Ennis London and Bridget Foster Hilton, where we picked up 2 medals, a gold and a bronze. But I do have some breaking news out of Paris, though. So there has been some speculation about what the Jamaican women's 4x1 team will look like, or if we'll be able to even put up a team. What I am being able to confirm at this moment is that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Shericka Jackson will not compete in the 4x1, which is not news, pretty much expected. However, it seems as if Tia Clayton will be available, Sasha Lee Forbes is available, as well as Alana Reid, and Kemba Nelson has arrived in Paris. And those are the 4 that have been training together to put that 4x1 team together, trying to get the lineup that they're going to use. But with the likes of Sasha Lee Forbes Clayton, Alana Reid, and Kemba Nelson, we have a team, I think, that is strong enough to make the finals and to hopefully challenge for a medal.
If you make that final, you can always bring the hurdler. But by then,
Akira Nugent, and also the 200 ladies, Berger and Lane.
So we have some hope here. I did get that word last night late that we would be fielding a team. The men's side, we are okay, except for Oblique Seville, who is
Oblique Seville is out. Yeah.
But
so,
good
but we still have good competition, good athletes. Kishane, Akeem available. So we should be able to put together a team on the men's side as well.
Okay. Let me just quickly say that Kishane lost that race where people are saying, hey, they need to change this thing. It's not the first time, not the second time. It's not
Not even the
Because-
third time. It
No,
started
it
in
goes back in 52.
52. Yeah.
Remigino, who said to Herb, "You won."
Yes.
They gave it to him.
Yes.
Even some years later, Remigino reminded Herb on his visit that he
You
won
won.
100. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Herb Bucket.
Yeah, and people at that time said they wanted to give it to the white man. That was then. Of course, Merlene has had it happen to her twice,
Mhm.
both times with Gail Divas,
Mhm.
and Juliet Cuthbert,
Mhm.
another close one, again with Divas.
I think if it's close, we're not going to get the nod. You have to put some separation between yourselves and the other competitors. We've
It
never
looks that way. We're not going to
we've never gotten it.
Yeah, but you know what is
Never gotten
interesting
it.
in this case, the way they counted down to get to the separation of the two athletes, based on the rules that track and field has, it shouldn't have been, because the rules say you do that for separation in respect of people advancing, not for medals. It has nothing to do. It says nothing about medals in the rule books of the World Athletics. Talk about actual. Well, if you have a tie, because remember,
Mhm.
we have seen gold medals recent times given to two people, and in
Mhm.
addition, we have seen silver. Jamaica
Yeah.
benefiting from that.
2008.
So why didn't you come back then and give one third and the other 1 second? No. It is this time they made a blunder based on what they did,
So
how far they had to
it
go.
should have been a double goal.
medal. That's it. Double gold, and then you have silver medal, and you stop there. But hey, these people change things every day. That's why we have the repechard, right?
The repre foolishness. The repre foolishness.
That is why we are repeating ourselves the morning after, looking for the guys to run the evening after. Huh?
Oh,
It's a lot of running there. Okay, this is Omega KLAS Radio. This is the Paris Games Experience. It is, of course, Independence Day. Mr. Astor Holt, our technical man on location with us. Davian Nugent, O'Shea Hudson. O'Shea, Remigino said Herb won. They didn't give it to him. The crowds in Germany says Merlene won. They didn't give it to her. The crowds in Atlanta said Merlene won. They didn't give it to her. And people still say Juliet won, and they didn't give it. So, O'Shea, can we ask you to be the judge next time out?
Well, I think for sure we have got it on one occasion. I can remember back in 2007 when Veronica Campbell
Yes.
and Lauren Williams they
Lauren
came out to the
Williams.
line
Yeah,
same
yeah.
time, and Veronica came out with the edge. So it has favored us at one point. But my question though, Ed, I'm a little bit concerned as to if the team on the ground, that's the administrators and the team management, if they're aware of that rule, because I heard David Riley speaking to it, and I'm saying to myself, was he the only one that's aware of a rule that he could have challenged the organizers to say, listen, this is how it happens when it comes on to
medals, yes.
finals and medals, what it's all about. So really and truly, I see us challenging for other issues that might not be challengeable, but I think we missed on this one.
Well, I'll tell you something, O'Shea. With the numbers we have down there, administrative-wise, they should be able to get something going. There are a lot of folks there in the administrative section. So how could they have missed that one? You're right. We missed the boat there because we were appealing for Natoya when it was hardly likely that they would
Based
have
on the
reversed
rule
that.
that they would reverse it.
There was no way.
And that was a double appeal. So mind you, that was a double appeal. So they were pressing the issue for that. So I'm really taking that back now to see that we have allowed this one to slip through very easy without a challenge.
A gold medal.
Yeah, gold medal. That's the key. But you're right, O'Shea. We missed the boat, and it shouldn't be. You are supposed to be paying it. In other words, based on the management teams, you have quite a few people down there, quite a few. Then why didn't you have two persons delegated to deal with matters such as this? And they would have just run with it once you saw.
Two persons who know the rule book
That's it.
inside out, and they're there just for that.
That is why we need to have the likes of Aileen Bailey on the ground, an athlete, Olympian, who not only knows it, very passionate about it, and, again, Tricia K. Smith and some others that we need to have with our team. I can tell you this, it's a secret right now, but I'm going to say it. I know that now efforts are being made to say, yes, we have got to have the past Olympians with us. We have to have more of them. I understand that is being made by the governing body for track and field. Let me clear that. This is not somebody else. It's the governing body for track and field who is saying that yes, they agree wholeheartedly that we need to utilize our people more because, hey, look at Winthrop Graham down there. we have some 400 hurdlers. Winthrop is a silver medalist at this level, right? And it would be great to have him, be able to really inspire these lads and motivate them the same way that we heard Aileen speak about Merlene Auntie coming to the camp in 2004, having her hair done by Bridget Foster Hilton, and all the girls milling around her, and she was encouraging. She went to dinner with them.
And that takes the pressure off as well, Ed, because you're no longer thinking about that finals or that semi-finals. You're enjoying the moment. Your idols that you used to see as a little child on TV, they're there with you and they're encouraging you. So that takes the edge off a little bit and puts you in a different frame of mind.
But if I may add to that, Davian, because I'm sure that I've seen it up to this morning when they had the Puma House celebration. Asafa Paul was there. Saw him on a live video with the Alice there dancing up a storm. I know a lot of the Alice, Ian Weekly, they are all in Paris. I am just wondering how accessible they are to the camp, because there are a number of them there, and I'm not sure if they have access to the camp or what has been done to allow them to be in the village or at least pass through. So it's not about not having people there. It begs the question, what are we doing to get them interacting and engaging with the group that's there?
Utilizing what you have, and what we have is an abundance of Olympians who have done well. So we should be utilizing them much, much more. But it's funny, smaller countries, they do a lot with their Olympics, And I remember the late Wendell Motley, who had come to Jamaica and run some great times at the Commonwealth Games out here. Finance minister eventually in his country. He was more than motivation for his teams. And we want to see more of it happen here. I hope that the governing body for track and field stay with their word and make sure that this happens, because you need ambassadors to travel with our teams the way we see others do it. Alison Felix is in France. She have access to the American team. And as O'Shea is suggesting, while we see all these people there, we're not sure they have access because we don't know of them being accredited in that respect. So,
I'll say a quick thing. I remember it didn't turn out the way it should have, but I remember seeing probably a week or so before the start of the Olympics a video about the Americans doing a Zoom call with the 4 ladies that were part of the world record 4x team, and they were giving the athletes that were going to run the 4x4 at these Olympics some pointers. So that's something that you can think about as well.
Okay, this is Omega KLAS Radio, and it is the Paris Games Experience. We're going to go to a break because we have horse racing. The Galloping One from Kimana Spa. We'll be back with more.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at omegaklas.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocho St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
It's now time for live racing from Caymanas Park, sponsored by Azon, the superstore for your home and more. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Victoria Mutual Money Transfer Services, real money transfer for real people. And Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard.
Good day, listeners, and welcome to Caymanas Park, home of the Cabins, number 1 that hold the Cabins finest strawberries. And you're here for an 11 race card, and indeed it is Jamaica Derby Day, in combination with, of course, Independence Day, as Jamaica celebrates 62 years of independence. And another bit of history for you: Jamaica was sighted by Christopher Columbus in 1494 and was made a Spanish colony before being taken over by force in 1655 by the British. And although the Spanish introduced slavery to Jamaica, the British who oversaw its development, that is the development of slavery. August 1st, 1838, Jamaica was emancipated, gaining freedom from slavery. So Emancipation Day was the 1st of August, 1838, and we celebrated Emancipation Day last week, Thursday. On the 6th of August, 1962, after 300 years of British colonization, Jamaica became an independent nation with full dominion status within the Commonwealth. And I take this opportunity to pay homage to our ancestors who fought tooth and nail for our freedom and the freedom that we enjoy today. Homage in particular to our national heroes, Sir Alexander Bustamante, George William Gordon, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Nanny of the Maroons, Norman Washington Manley, Paul Bogle, and Sam Sharp, and all the other unsung heroes who contributed to our freedom, the freedom that we enjoy today, right here in Jamaica. It's the 104th running of the Jamaica Derby, so the Jamaica Derby itself is celebrating 104 years, which of course, you do the calculations, we're 62 years